Hey everybody, Stephanie McPhail-Charon here, Dream Coach. I was talking to a student today and kind of got me thinking about a few things. She's a student, actual Dream Coach client as well, because I do Dream Coaching with my students in a classroom type of setting as well. So this student, when she was 12 years old, her mother went into the hospital to have her fifth child and ended up, it sounds like she perforated her uterus and died on the table. So nobody was prepared for that to happen. She was not even 40 years old, and there was no expectation for her not to make it through the delivery of her fifth child. This girl is one of now 5 children. That fifth child had some severe disabilities. Every single father was a different one. There was no 2 fathers the same for any of the children. I say that because all of the children, instead of being taken by one of their parents or by a relative, they all had different family members to take them, so they were split up. So children that had been together their whole lives and had seen everything together and experienced everything together were now separated. The good thing, I guess, about that is that pretty much everybody in her family, it sounds like, had drug addictions, prior arrests, not a good upbringing in any way, shape, or form. Even before her mother died, she did not experience the best of circumstances. What is her dream in life? It's to be a doctor. And I have to say, if I lost my mom when I was 12 and I was put in the system at that age and having to really take care of myself, I don't know how I would react. So it got me to thinking, what is it about some people that just have that perseverance, that have that ability to get through whatever it takes? And the more I do dream coaching with students and with other people, the big thing that I see is fortitude, that pushing through, the not letting the bad things overwhelm them and keep them from achieving the goals that they want to achieve. This girl in particular happens to be living with an aunt. She babysits for 3 children for 4 or 5 hours every day right after school. She is late to school pretty often because she is not getting enough sleep in the situation that she's in. But she is graduating high school early, taking all of her credits so that she can get out of that house and start living on her own and having a job that she can do as she goes to school. She's actually hoping to move in with a friend so that they can actually lower the cost so that she can continue school more easily. And this is the goal. This is what drives her and moves her forward in whatever the difficulties are. And I've had a lot of students like that. She's not the only one. I don't work in a very high income district, and I have a lot of kids that have dealt with a lot of different issues in their lives. And I find that the ones that really have that passion, have that drive, have that vision of something bigger in their lives tend to be the ones that get through no matter what life throws at them. So if you're trying to figure out what you need to do, the big thing is keep going. Life's going to get hard. Life's going to get difficult. There's moments in all of our lives that are just super difficult. And instead of sitting back and saying, you know what, I can't do this, I'm just going to go back to whatever unhappiness and just give up and deal with whatever I have and not try to make my life better, remind yourself how much control you have out of your future life. We can't really help what we dealt with as children. We can't really help what we've experienced before, but what we can get out of that is amazing life lessons. Really learning about ourselves, really seeing what life taught us by those lessons can be life-changing, can be amazing, can really help us shine better after we've been through those experiences and help us with other people go through their experiences. So don't sit and feel bad for yourself. Think about those things, those terrible things that happened to you in your life. Think of them as lessons. Think about the opportunity that you got out of going through that and how much that can help you in future experiences. And if you start to feel a little bit overwhelmed, just go back and think back to all the other people that you've ever met, that you've seen on television, that you've talked to, that have been through some pretty horrible things and have succeeded pretty well for themselves. So if you don't have a good support system, start looking for a very good support system. You know, again, if you have a coach, that could be someone who's very helpful to push you forward if you don't really have a lot of people around you, especially to help you. And even when you do have a lot of people, sometimes those people are negative, or they're saying that your dreams are not worthwhile, or that there's just no chance that any of those things are going to happen. And just like this student, she didn't really have that. So she's been really, really relying on teachers and people around her to help push her forward. So get that team, follow those dreams. Don't let life pass you by without following your passions and doing what you were meant to do on this earth.